What's up, guys? I'm the Flannel Fox, cigar noob, back again, and I want to do a quicker video this time. Last time I made a video that was like 15 minutes long, so we're gonna try to see if we can get through this one a bit quicker. Now, this video is going to be focused on smoking your first cigar. Now, if you've never smoked your first cigar, there's a whole bunch of stuff that maybe you haven't done before. Even just buying it can be a little intimidating. You also have to cut it. Some people have never smoked anything before. Some people are coming from being a cigarette smoker. So I'm going to just walk you through your first smoke and how to do it. And I'm going to do that with the Rocky Patel vintage 1999 Connecticut. Very good recommendation for your first smoke. It's going to be a nice light smoke. And it's probably going to be pretty damn good. So first things first. You got your new cigar, you want to smoke this thing, you gotta cut it. All right. So what we're gonna do, this is your basic cutter. I have a nicer cutter, but this is the one that you can get this for free at a lot of cigar shops, or like $5, $2, $3, something like that. This you've seen this, you'll see this at the shop. You'll probably own one at some point. So here is where you want to cut on your cigar. So when you're looking at the shoulder of your cigar, this is the curved part. You don't want to cut here. You don't want to flat. You want to get it somewhere where it's curving so that you get a nice place to, you don't want a mouthful of tobacco. You just want a nice little hole. So let's see. Try to get it so, cut that off right there. There you go. Now I have a nice opening. I didn't cut it up too high. I'm not gonna. It's not the sharpest blade. Honestly, it's not the best cut in the world, but it's a good location. Now you can see that there's some tobacco on there, and you can just wipe this on off. Little ASRM. But yeah, you can just wipe off the excess tobacco, and that way you won't get any in your teeth, you won't get any in your mouth. All right, so now that you have your cigar cut, the next thing is to light your cigar. Now, you don't need a fancy lighter. You don't need one of these guys right here, which you can't even see because it's daytime, but there's a little flame right there. You don't need this. You could be fine with just a standard Bic. Now, if you see someone who's been smoking cigars for a while, a lot of people toast their cigars where you have it, and you'll go around the edge of your cigar. Now this is just going to get the flavors opening up in this, and it's going to guarantee that you have a better solid burn. But you can also just light it up with this Bic and not do this at all. Like I do this because you're kind of, read that you're supposed to do this. I can't even tell the difference yet. Again, Cigar Noob, that's the name of the channel. But I'm just going to light this up with this Bic. And I'm going to light, and as I light, I'm going to take a couple big pulls. You'll see some big flames. And I'm going to take some pulls to get this thing going. There you go. Got a little piece of tobacco on my tongue, NBD. Now you want to make sure that this is lit, which this is. And you want to make sure that you get an even burn. You can see that it's a little bit more burnt on the... And there you go. Now we're up and running. We're lit. Now that type of cut that we did is called a straight cut. There are some different types of cuts that you can experiment when you get further along in your cigar game. There's a V cut. It'll literally, just like it sounds, it'll leave a V out of there and you get it more pull. There's also a little punch. And you just punch a little hole if you want less of a pull, but I honestly just prefer a straight cut. It does the trick. Now this is going to people who have never smoked a cigar before, or people that have smoked cigarettes or Black and Milds. And you shouldn't inhale Black and Milds either, but you do not inhale cigars. You are just pulling this into your mouth. That is not going into your lungs. Even when you see people blowing smoke out of their nose, you don't need to pull it into your lungs to do that. So make sure that you do not inhale. These are not made to be inhaled. You get a lot more nicotine that way. It's not good for you. This is made to be pulled into your mouth and enjoyed that way, and that's how you enjoy the flavor. Another big thing is, and I see this all the time when I see people smoking their first cigar at cigar events and things like that, they're smoking this thing like it's a blunt full of weed that's about to go out in 2 seconds. They're like, that is not how you smoke a cigar. You take this slow. This is not a sprint, this is a marathon. You're gonna sit there and enjoy your smoke. You're gonna take this very slow. They honestly say take a puff from your cigar once or twice every minute. This Robusto cigar is going to last me about an hour. So take your time, you smoke this slow, and that'll do a couple of things for you. One, you'll enjoy it. The whole point of a cigar is smoke your first cigar, smoke it with a friend. You'll enjoy your time. You relax, you have conversation, you enjoy nature, you do what you do. It's not like a stressful, I need a cigarette, shit. So that's one thing. Two, some people will get a really big nicotine punch from this, so the slower that you smoke, your body will handle the nicotine better. Another is that if you smoke this too fast, it's going to heat up and it's going to taste different. So you want to smoke at a nice, slow, steady pace. Honestly, what I like to do is to play a podcast on my phone, or I have a little radio that I bring outside and I'll listen to football. Listen to whatever you want. Just chill, relax, take your time. It's enjoyable. It's a nice, luxurious part of your day. Enjoy it. Another thing that you should do if you're smoking your first cigar is pair it with something that you enjoy to drink. For example, right now I'm drinking a decaf coffee. It's the afternoon. I'm not trying to get crazy pumped up right now, but it just tastes nice together. A sugary soda will be good if you're new and you're worried about the nicotine. The sugar will help you from getting too big of a nicotine rush. Or if you're smoking your first cigar with your buddies, grab a beer, grab a whiskey. It'll be a nice pairing, but you're not just going to sit outside and smoke a cigar without a beverage, are you? You don't want that mouth to dry out, so grab yourself a beverage and make sure that you pair it up. Another question that I see a lot is, how long are you supposed to smoke a cigar and when are you supposed to put it out? Hey, it's your cigar. You can do it whenever you want. I've read somewhere that, you're not supposed to smoke a cigar past the halfway point, which is kind of crazy in my opinion. And then you see people that are smoking here, removing the bands, and they'll smoke it all the way down to the end. Now you will notice the closer that you get to the end, it's going to get a lot hotter. Some people find that a little too close for comfort. What I've found to be a really good rule of thumb is, and I read this online and I just kind of use that, they say about 3 finger lengths. I have big fingers, so maybe 2 finger lengths, but 3 finger lengths. When you have 3 finger lengths left of your cigar, it's probably about time you can just pop that right into the bowl. Now, if someone gives you a cigar as, you're over their house and they're like, hey, you want to smoke one? And they give you one of theirs, obviously you don't want to just smoke half and throw it away. That'd be rude. You got to show some cigar etiquette. So that's just the basics of smoking your first cigar. Again, I'd recommend something light. Go with a Connecticut. It'll probably be a safe bet. A Robusto is a very good size to figure out, if that's a bit too long for you. That way you can cut it back. Or if it's a bit, you want a longer smoke, you can always bump it up from there. But I'd recommend a Connecticut Robusto. Like I said before, I'm smoking the Rocky Patel Vintage 1999. It's a very delicious cigar so far. But let me know what cigar you end up picking for your first cigar, or if this is a video that you're watching after maybe your second or third cigar and you learn some tips. But yeah, I'm the Flannel Fox, and this has been another episode of Cigar Noob, and I hope you enjoy your smoke. See you next time.